Okay, so we've added the highlights of London section, the highlight section from the PDF. There's that one. Now we're going to move on to the next section in the PDF, only Elite. So let's go back into the WP admin in here, and just again, posts, add new. And in the same way, take the title of the post, you'll have a note with all the titles in them, but I'll just use this, only Elite. And then you can take the introductory text from here. It's okay when it's just one line, but if it's multi-lines, you need to use this tool to remove line breaks, as it's only one line. Remove any spaces or any unwanted formatting. Press return, because we're going to put an image in there. Before we do that, let's just choose our category, which is London, because we're doing the London destination guide. London. And let's add our image. So you'll take your images from Phoenix server, crop them and resave them so you can use them. I've already done that, so I'm just going to take this one. Remember, for the featured image, which is the one I'm doing at the moment, it has to be 770 pixels wide by 577 pixels height. Sensible title, Ascot Stadium, fine. And then a descriptive title, impressive. Stadium. And we use that as a featured image. And again with the only Elite, because there isn't a section image, there's just images for each of the subsections. We'll use that same image. Right, large, insert into post. And there it is. And again, remember the first sentence, there's only one this time, but it's still the first sentence, so highlight that. And in fact, before we do that, to make it easier for formatting, hit return, Alt-Shift-P to create a new page, and hit return again. Now you can highlight the first sentence, styles, first sentence highlighted. And if we publish that, refresh the London page, and that's the only Elite now it appears in there, so let's go into there. And as you can see, you've got your title, your category, your first sentence, and your image. Since doing the first video, I've added a few extra bits in, but they will just go in automatically. We did our next page, so we've got the next link, so let's click next. Okay, so there's nothing on this page. Let's add the first bit of content, which will be Royal Ascot. So let's just copy. If you want to do this quicker, what you can do, you can just copy it all like that and paste it all in at the same time and then format it, but I'm just going to do one for this demonstration. So I'll just copy that, and remember, again, you can't paste this straight in because it's all formatted badly. So we need to paste it into here, remove line breaks, copy that, back, paste, remove any spacing. Okay, so this is a bit different, this one. Let's have a look at the formatting in this post. So what you've got is you've got a heading and then a little sort of date thing, so a date, and then an address, contact details, and then some text. So I've made a class, a special style for this, which you can apply. So let's just split out that content. So you've got the heading, so just press return, and then hit return again, and then after the address, hit return again. And then although the addresses are formatted or positioned at the top of these little sections, on the post that we're creating on the website, we're going to put the addresses at the bottom. So if you just cut that out, delete that, and then paste that at the bottom, and hit return, and again Alt-Shift-P to create a new page break, and hit return, and then put all these onto different lines. So delete Shift-Return to put it onto a new line, get rid of that space, Shift-Return, shift return. Now this one is a VIP contact, so let's highlight that contact details, change this paragraph to address because it's an address, and then instead of contact details, because it's got VIP contact there, we're going to change that to VIP contact. Okay, and again this is a heading, so Control 2, heading 2, and then let's just do a return directly in between the first bit of text and the heading. This is where we're going to input our image. So if we go to upload, insert again, I've already cropped my images. So for an image that goes into the post, it's 462 pixels in width by 346 pixels in height. I've already done mine. And that's not it, because that's the wrong size, so that's obviously the wrong one. And okay, so let's we don't want to use that. Delete. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so it's Royal Ascot. Yeah, okay, so again, there isn't an image at the top, so we just have to use Royal Ascot again. So, Ascot Stadium. And in fact, we've already uploaded that, so we could have used the one that we've already uploaded, which will be in the gallery link, which is just there. So if I just show that, and then in fact that's the one we've just done. Second one is there, and you can see you've already got the text there. So if you wanted, you could just go into the gallery link if you're using the same image twice. Usually though, you'll be re-uploading again. Okay, so it's large and it's right, and it's insert into post, and that puts that in there. Okay, now we're going to style this slightly differently, this bit of text here. So select that, and what we need to do is go into styles and scroll down until you find this one, classification. Just select that, and that will style that in purple like that. And then, as with all the posts, find the first sentence and separate it from the rest of the paragraph. Select the text and find first sentence highlighted, and that will highlight that first sentence. And that's just about everything on the second page. So if we update that, and we look at our second page and refresh, you see that you've got the title there, heading 2, you've got that classification class that we added, you've got the first sentence, slightly different, you've got your image over to the right and large, and then you've got your contact details. Again, this is in development at the moment, so you might see little errors like this here and there. Okay, so that's how you do the Only Elite section. Just do that for all of those. And in the next video we'll move on to concierge recommendations. Okay, one thing I did forget to mention in while we were doing that actually is when you've finished each post, so after you've added all the content, just scroll down to the bottom of the post editor and you'll see this revisions section. If you don't see that, don't worry, just don't worry about that. But if you do see this, it might be that you're not high enough level of access to see this, but if you do see it, if you just change this to 3, at that maximum 3 revisions stored, and update. Don't worry if you don't see that, but if you do, change it to 3.